All right, here we go. We're back another day, another dollar. Last time we had some quads, a little bit of calves. They feel great, they feel golden. This time we hit chest. I'm lying. See, now that's just what my brain goes to. It's just automatically, let's go hit some freaking chest. But that is not what we're hitting today. Instead, we are going to get gargantuan arms because we're going to hit some Sharms today. We're going to get Charmin Ultra Soft. Okay, but instead we're going to have Charmin Ultra Rock Solid Arms. Okay, so what I'm basically thinking of today, here's the layout before we go, is I'm going to start off with some buys. I'm going to hit a little hammer curl because that's just always my go-to to start off. From that, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hit a cutesy little probably just a seated bicep curl. Probably just that. No, we're going to go Bayesian curls. I want to hit some Bayesian curls. So we're going to hit some single arm Bayesian curls in there, okay, as well. So, basically, from those Bayesian curls, we are going to then decide on if we're going to hit shoulders next or triceps next. And basically, for the shoulders, out of convenience, we'll probably just hit those next, just because I want to get those out of the way. Maybe. I'm thinking cable lat raise mixed with a press. Hear me out. A press of some variety. Maybe a Smith press. This all depends on how many people are there, of course. Because when there's people there, I like to tuck myself in a back corner and record, so nobody else is involved there. But that's a little bit more challenging to do when there's people there. All right, and if I have free reign of the gym, I'd like to use it a bit. Okay, but from the little cable lat raise shoulder press, I want to move then into single arm tricep extension, focusing more on really just working the heck out of my triceps rather than pushing some heavy freaking weight, because that's what I've been doing lately. My triceps are starting to get a little. So we're gonna try to do that, squeeze, really feel it like I should be, and then from there we might do a overhead. We're gonna do an overhead press of some variety, or an overhead extension of some variety, I should say. There, technically it is an overhead press, but oh well. But then we will close it out with something very sexy, something very cute. We will close it out with abs right there. Close it out with some abs. Probably just hit cable crunch, just a cable crunch down. I like to do that. Then, honestly, we'll probably, depending on how much time is left, I'm trying to kill time before the missus gets home. But, depending on the time there, we're going to hit a bare minimum of 30 minutes of cardio. It might move up. It might move up to being an hour of cardio, depending on the time, because I know when she normally gets home. So, I'm thinking that an hour of cardio on this cut might be what I do. And we might be seeing Antonio lifting with one of the boys if they're being Hollywood or not, because I've quite a few friends who decide they're going to be Hollywood every once in a while, but that's all right. That's all right. They got to do them. Also, I've eaten pretty big the last 2 days. So, I had Texas Roadhouse the other day. Man, that John was smacking. The missus just got into college, wanted to celebrate like that. So that's what we did. But I'm thinking, like I mentioned before, I want to lock in on the macros. And so I'm thinking I'm going to lock back into the 1.2 grams of protein equal to 1 pound of body weight. Okay, and I'm basically just going to do the 170. I'm going to just basically do that, the 170. So it's looking like we are going to hit the store for skim milk, fat-free milk, and we are going to use protein powder, which I'm excited to do. I have some Rise protein powder I've been meaning to get used. Mainly just use it because it's so dang good, but also because it's so dang good, right? We have the marshmallow one, the marshmallow fluff, or whatever it is, puff, whatever. And then we have the cinnamon one. Yes, and I've heard some reviews on the cinnamon one. Some people say it's not good. I love me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It tastes just like that. It tastes like the milk that's left over afterwards, and I am an extravagant lover of that. So, yeah. Then we also have some Skippy peanut butter. It's a little bit too peanut buttery for my liking. Or no, it's not Skippy peanut butter. I haven't had that one yet. I lied. Yeah, I have Ghost Nutter Butter. That's right, Ghost Nutter Butter that I just don't like. It's too peanut buttery and it doesn't really seem to mix well. And it's the only Ghost protein powder I have. So I don't know if it's a Ghost thing or if it's a me thing, but I can get all my other protein powders to pretty much get all the way down to that liquid smooth. Shout out Meat Ski. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much the outlook. Tomorrow is a back day, so I'm not necessarily going to be looking too much into destroying the hell out of the biceps today. However, I'm not too worried about it if I decide that the biceps feel really freaking good today, that I just hit the hell out of them today. Went over some train tracks there, knocked y'all over. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking today is we're gonna kind of gauge how we're feeling bicep wise. And maybe if it's the case that I really want to destroy the biceps today, maybe I add a third. And I'm a huge 2 exercise for the bicep guy because I don't really like to add the heavy volume to it, especially now when I'm getting into it. However, it's going to be a case of we're just going to play it a little bit by ear, a little bit by feel, and there is an abundance of cars here at 11 o'clock at night. So what we might do is we might just chill in the truck for a bit, wait for some people to leave, and maybe just potentially take an energy drink.
Okay, so we're actually just going to start over here really quickly. We're going to start over with the Beijing curl. Um, the only issue with like coming here is that I don't know how much I'm really going to be doing. So like how much weight wise when I'm on these back here. But little Beijing curl here. The way I like to set this up is, you know, I like to take 2 steps forward so that I'm fully stretched. Full step to the bicep. Might actually need to lower that tiny bit more. This is the first time in a while I've hit this. So you have to keep the elbow. Put this back down. Same thing. Vice versa. Hmm, hmm. Uh, um, heavy stuff today, man. And yeah, this is pretty much what we're just gonna do here. This is the third final set, so I kind of want to take it a little bit more closer to the failure, and that would be the lift. But yeah, basically. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is kind of just like a not kind of, it is just essentially a cable crossover. So just get used to the setup here. Anyways, a little awkward setup, at least with this one. I'm trying to use it outside of everyone's way. But okay, so as we get into the second set, I kind of want to just explain my rationale behind this, my rationale behind doing this switch up, this change in the variety of what I'm doing with my tricep days. And in fact, actually, I think instead of going across for this one, I think I'm just gonna do the one on just go down. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm gonna do that, I think I might just lower this by one. And if I'm really just doing that, I can kind of just add this baby back to it, a little handle, make it a little bit easier. Sort of. Now that's a little bit too light, but you get the point. Basically just the isolation of my triceps here to try to get, oh man, oh, the abductor machine here is broken. So it looks like I'm not hitting a leg day. Oh, somebody is moving some pretty heavy weight here. the pulleys snapped. That's not good. But, yeah. Anyways, just basically try to isolate, still to like isolate the tricep, my triceps, to basically just I don't know, basically just feel it and take out the ego and really get the squeeze like I explained in the car right here. I'm gonna stay right there at the 14 mark, just basically because I don't want to get too ahead of myself here with this other one. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I already did. Who knows? I'm gonna keep your elbow tight. It's 11. I think it's 12. I think it's 13. That's 14. I can already tell you right now, just by doing that, my triceps already feel 10 times as great, uh, pump-wise, activation-wise, as if I was just going to do a push down, ego lift. But yeah, I think the single arm push down might be the way to go from here on out when training triceps. I think I'm going to do these. And I might just lower these all the way down, or just really just flip this around and then just go overhead immediately afterwards. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Well, here we go with this second set here. I'm gonna start off with the left arm, just basically because the right was a little bit stronger there, is what I realized. But oh well. So 18 there. Pretty good. Phone kind of broke down there at the end, I fear. So I mean, that's just basically telling me that we're done. So that's not bad. Okay, so we are over here. And I'm insane that I am grabbing some dumbbells for some hammer curls. And I'm thinking, I don't know how many sets I have here actually, but time of course will tell. But yeah, have you never tried the good old 50s there? Did not feel too good. I think the arms might be gas at this point of the lift. I think they might be gas. So I'm thinking we might just go do a set of shoulder press, pose, and cardio pack it up. Okay. Anyways, messing with the lighting here a bit. We're gonna try to. Okay, here we go. A little top set now. We got a little 60-pound shoulder press. I know you can definitely do more, but I don't want to tear my shoulder off the plate. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's hit a little pose down here. Oof, this shirt is a tad bit hard to take off. Oh, there goes the hats. Oof. Dude, I could hardly fit it over my arms. Oof. Could hardly fit it over the arms now. Yeah. With your probably. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Formed a little small. A little see here, but keep that all.